computer. Okay. I'm all set.
All right. 3, 2,
2, 1.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Steven Rogers.
I'm Andrew Chavone. Hey, everybody. If I look too pale, let me turn this off. Oh, that's worse. Okay, let me turn it back on. Oops. Okay. Just have to be pale. Good to see everybody. Thanks for listening, everybody. It's been so long since you and me have talked.
Yeah.
We had the guest and
yeah.
And I feel more people hated the guest episode than without. I don't know.
I mean, I haven't heard. I saw Jenny Marie last night, and she didn't say anything.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I haven't heard any horrible feedback.
Oh
but,
no, just the number was down.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's Sean.
He repels people.
No.
He gave us less listens than if we didn't have him.
We actually owe listens now.
Yeah, we're in listener debt. We have a listener loan.
We had one lone listener.
Lone listener, yeah, basically.
Oh man,
Ranger.
Well, we both got to perform in our hometowns since we last spoke.
I know we have that. Let's tease that. We got to open with the big story. You and me at the movie premiere.
Yeah,
you and me went to a movie premiere. It's the first time I ever went to one.
Mine too. Man, I am so glad that you had that ready because I would have glazed right over that.
Yeah, I got two parts with it. First, just
it
feels like an eternity ago. It was last Thursday, the 3rd. So
yes,
right?
No, because
first.
It was the 1st. Because yeah. We saw July 4th.
We saw July 4th, right? The movie starring our friend Joe List. And he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it. Louis directed it. It was a premiere at the Beacon Theater. I was able to get a ticket and go with Tony Deo, and then
it was just you two going.
Peter Wong as well.
Oh, so you three went as a group.
Yeah, and then you went.
Yeah. Well, let me open with the how I got the tickets.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So first, you, me, and Joe are in the backyard, and he's like, everyone's asking me for comps. And I go, oh, yeah. And he goes, do you want one? And I said, yeah. And he goes, okay. Everyone's asking me. Never brings it up or talks about it again.
Right.
No comps. I got no comps. So I was waiting to buy the tickets, and then they kind of like were selling out.
Yeah.
So I went for the first time to StubHub.com. Because they were selling them. Ticketmaster was sold out. Have you ever used StubHub?
Yes.
Oh, you have? Okay. For like sports or concerts?
Concerts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't familiar with it at all. But
I don't know if it's something you can get familiar with. It's very weird.
It's extremely weird. Yeah. You buy somebody else's ticket.
Yeah. It's like Craigslist for seats.
It's Craigslist. Yeah. I thought like I would order the ticket, then I would get the ticket. All I got was an email that said, the guy you bought the ticket from should send you the ticket soon.
Oh boy. And
then I'm like, wait, this isn't a ticket. This is like a promise of a ticket. I just paid for
this
like
is an IOU
or something. What?
This is an IOU.
Yeah, it's an IOU. It's like, yeah, it's Bitcoin.
You might want to hold on to that one.
Oh yeah, for Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Ferrari. You might want to hold on. $200,000 for a Ferrari.
275,000. Might want to hold on to that one.
It's mixed in with all the other things. I don't know what else they put in there.
They just wrote everything they spent on little pieces of paper and put it in a briefcase.
They tipped everyone so much when they would pull up to the hotel. They tip everybody. I wonder.
Here you go. Here you go. Oh man,
they literally wasted it all. So funny. So that was Wednesday when we talked about it. Thursday, still no the promise isn't fulfilled on my end.
Sure, no ticket.
No ticket, no wash. No tiki, no washi.
No tiki, no wash.
Isn't that was from Seinfeld? No,
Yeah,
wait.
it's from something. It took me a second. I know that's a line from something.
I thought it was in Seinfeld when the dry cleaning person's making his wife wear the clothes, or his wife is wearing everyone's
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he doesn't have the ticket. He's like, "Oh, I can't. That's policy." And he's like, "You know me." He's like, "Oh, you don't have the ticket though." So morning of, still nothing. All I have is an email that says, "One day I will appear."
When you wish upon a star.
My email just says, "Throw a coin in a fountain." pick a clover.
A wish should be coming to you.
And by then I'm freaking out because I paid money and I got no ticket, and even the resales are starting to sell out.
Yeah.
So, and this section was right like in the it was horrible. It was like in the corner of the balcony. I think it was probably behind a pillar, and I started like having second thoughts. I'm like, this is not a good place, and it was like really bad. So I finally called StubHub like around lunch, and I'm like, and I got a person, which I'm totally like not used to these days. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. A cat's parts are sticking out. Is that a man? That's a man, right?
That's a man. All right.
Oh my God.
I think we just confirmed it on the air.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to have to blur out this episode.
Oh my God. We're going to take him down from YouTube.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Webcam.
We're going to get donations.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, this is gonna make up for the Sean like people we lost.
Yeah, we just got a new pair. Oh man.
Man, wow. Does he do that a lot? Oh, he's coming back. Oh gosh, it's weird. It's like in Billy Madison. Ever see that movie? Oh
man, yeah.
Where the guy falls off the bench and the two kids that aren't in the movie at all just look at each other and go, "Man, did you see that guy's balls? They looked weird." That's what it was like seeing your cat.
Oh man, it reminds me of another Adam Sandler movie. Is it Big Daddy when she leaves him for an older man? He's like, gonna be with him and his old balls. Just
you can tell that's like Adam Sandler's like signature. He's putting in balls for.
Oh man, and then Ace Ventura can look at my cat and go, "Excuse me, your balls are showing." All right,
that was 2, right? I don't remember that from 1.
Yeah,
okay.
Pet Detective. When Nature Calls. Sorry. Anyways, so you have no ticket.
No ticket.
Your wish is still in the air.
I'm on the line though. Mm-hmm. StubHub's number. I got Stubby Joe on the line. Stub
their hubber.
The
you called their phone hubber.
Mother Hubbard.
You called the main hub.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I didn't get some kind of regional hub. I got the main one.
Yeah, Pizza Hub.
Yeah, Pizza Hub. Yeah. If you eat enough pizza, you get a book. Or no, you read enough books, you get a pizza.
If you eat enough books.
If you eat enough pizza.
If you eat enough books, we'll get you a pizza. I'm not hungry anymore.
I'm good. Yeah. Wait, did I say if you eat enough pizza, you get a book? And then I said if you eat enough books, you get pizza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you read enough books, you get pizza. That was what it was in the 90s somehow for some reason. Yeah, if you ate enough pizza and you got a book, that'd be the worst. Bunch of fat people.
I'd have a library.
All their books are about,
like,
I don't know, something
sauce.
people like sauce. Yeah, Shredded cheese. So I'm on the phone with this guy, surfer dude. Like he's like, "What's up, man? What can I
Oh
help you with?"
boy.
I'm like, "I bought tickets and they're not here." He's like, "Whoa, dude,
Hey, everything is everything, man.
chill, chill, man.
I'm
Be
just
like
saying, give peace a chance.
be like the rocks and the waves. Let them roll over you, man."
Imagine your worry is in the ocean and it just floats out.
So I'm like, "There's no tickets," blah. And he's like, "Dude, what's your confirmation number, man?" "I gave it to the prompt machine. I gave it to me. You don't have it? I gave it when I dialed the first time." "No, man." What is the point of that thing, then?
Oh man.
So I gave him the confirmation number. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to call this dude." I'm like, "Huh?" He's gonna call him. I'm like, "Do I have to be on the line?" He's like, "No, man, hold." I'm on hold for a long time, like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
He might have tried to call twice or something, but
Sure.
he gets back on the line. "He's not picking up, man. And I see it's in a couple hours. So I'm gonna send you a link. You can pick like another seat." And I go, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And then he sends me a link and I click it and I have the full reign of the stadium or the arena or whatever it's called. Theater.
Yeah, theater.
Seats are open to me now that were never open on the website.
So he basically gave you like an employee login.
So, I think so. I got hacked in.
Yeah, you were in the mainframe.
Yeah. And I saw
You were the head of the hub.
So yeah, I'm in there. I'm a spoke in the hub, baby. I'm in there.
Hubba hubba.
I'm a hubcap. Hubba hubba bubba hubba. Hubba bubba.
Eat enough books.
Eat enough books, you get bubble gum. So I don't know if they make Bubba Hubba anymore. Hubba Bubba?
I haven't seen it. Do you remember the tape? The gum tape?
Yeah, it's called
bubble tape. Bubble tape.
Bubble tape, yeah. And then the commercial, the guy, there was a commercial that said, "It's made for us, not them." And as a kid, I'm like, yeah, it's for us. Yeah, it is corporate commercial. You're speaking to me, speaking to 8-year-old me. It's not for my dad. He doesn't like this.
Who's them?
Who's them? It's such a like a 90s like.
Wait, they're gonna show a construction worker that's using like regular tape.
Have you seen do you know the commercial I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It would be like a librarian. She'd go, "Ooh." She'd make like a sour face. It's not for her.
I remember one time I was at a friend's like birthday party or something, and we all got bubble tape, and I took it out of the tape and I just took a bite out of it like it was a cookie, and the parents like freaked out.
Yeah, there's always one of those kids. Every school, there's a kid that just eats it.
I did it as a bit. I was
like, "Oh, it was a bit."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, look!"
I thought that's what kept you in second grade the second time.
I was literally stuck.
This kid, yeah, he couldn't walk.
I was taped to the desk. I was taped.
The principal was like, "He's eating."
Let's keep him here.
Biting the gum wrong.
Anyways, let's roll the bubble tape.
Bubble tape parade.
Wait. Oh, so you're in the mainframe. You can pick wherever you want.
It's overwhelming. Like I'm like, "Oh my God, there's seats right up in the front." But then I'm like, "Oh wait, it's a movie." My head will be like this the whole time. And I don't want to be too far back.
Like you're in a roller coaster.
Right. Yeah, I come out. I need a neck brace and chiropractor coupon and stuff.
Oh man.
So I'm like, "Oh no, not in the front." So then I get like right in the middle of the middle. Like you can't get better than this. I'm in the middle of the middle. For the movie, for a movie, it's ideal. And I'm still in doubt of these tickets. Like I get them and they get emailed to me from StubHub themselves. StubHub has
from Mr. Hub.
Some StubHub has some section where they just the people that are pissed off, they put them in.
Oh man,
I couldn't believe it. I got the middle of the middle. So I pick up Sandy, my date, and we go. Oh my god! And then the movie's at 7:30. I'm like, okay, I'll get you at 7. We'll go over there because she lives in the Upper West Side,
which is very close.
Yeah, it's close to the Beacon. The Beacon's on 72nd. Traffic is so bad,
really bad that night.
And I told you at later, but I had to pull over.
Oh, that's right.
Take the train, and I'm all sweaty, and then the train is delayed. So we ended up getting to the theater like literally like 5 minutes after showtime, but the show started late, and it was and I still had doubt the tickets worked until I got scanned in. I could like relax and breathe. I'm like, okay, I'm in, and I'm sitting in the seats, and I'm like, okay, it looks good. And I look around and I see right in front of me is Matt Wayne, Joe's friend, Sam Morrill, Sam's friend, the Canadian guy with the beard,
Phil Hanley.
All these people, I'm looking around, all these people are like Joe's friends. I'm sitting in the Joe, like the will call comp seat section.
Yeah,
I'm sitting in the seat I should have been in.
Well, and in that row was Peter Wong. Somehow he was walking. Somehow he got dragged into that group. I think that he was gonna sit with somebody else, and then that person saw somebody they wanted to sit with, so they gave their ticket to Peter, and Peter ended up on that row.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him.
Friends. Yeah,
I didn't see him. I think I was just like in awe of everything, but it was super cool. Joe and the director came up.
Yeah,
and it was so cool. Like this, like Joe gave like a great speech and kicked the movie off.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, all right, it's probably gonna go backstage. He walks right up and sits in the middle.
I thought that. Well, I know that they watched, like the people at the premiere. The people in it watch it, but I didn't realize they were like gonna have middle seats,
and then everyone watches them sit down.
Yeah,
and they waved before they sat.
Yeah, they didn't. I thought they were gonna at least start it so they didn't have to like awkwardly walk back, because I knew I was feeling Joe's anxiety.
Yeah,
I want to talk to him about it, but I was watching him walk back, and it was such a long walk. I was like, oh, turn the lights off so that he doesn't have to be stared at.
Yeah, and literally, like, I would be so nervous. Literally, everyone in the Beacon is staring at them walking.
Yeah,
I'd be so self-conscious of walking while everyone's looking at me.
Yeah, but the movie was great. I mean, I had seen it prior to that, and I was blown away by seeing it in a theater, and it was emotional. It was great, and they really, really did a good job highlighting Joe in the talk after, because they could easily not have and made it all about Louis, but they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't.
Well, he was like snapping jokes, and
Joe was the only one cracking jokes for a while, and I could see he wasn't used to like just having to talk thoughtfully about a movie that he wrote. Yeah, so he was making a ton of jokes.
Yeah, and you're talking about after they had like the whole cast, and some of the crew on the stage in seats, and then that guy from what was his name again? The moderator? Ron Bennington was the moderator, and he's so good. I forget how he's so good. I've seen him talk a couple times, but I forget he's been interviewing people for 50 years or something.
Yeah, it's incredible.
He sets people up so well, and then like riffs and moves it along, and got everyone on the stage involved in the convo.
Everyone got to talk. It was great, and it was funny. There was somebody on the panel that Joe was worried about having the microphone for too long, and he had a microphone the entire time,
and he was like yelling at it. I know what you're talking about. He was like screaming into it.
And I was just watching Joe, but Joe didn't seem stressed. I think he was very much in the moment, but
And that guy was saying funny things.
he was
most of the time.
For the most part. But I knew it could have got bad. He was worried it was going to go wrong. It didn't. Thank God. It was great. But
yeah, it was super cool. Super cool stories I never heard about, like that Tony V guy who
so cool.
Who I guess Louis said when he first started, he was everyone on shows, and it was like it when you and me first started was new and bad and weird.
Yeah.
And Tony V saw Louis out of these weirdos and was like, "Hey, let's go to the comedy club." And he said it was 1984 or something
like that. Yeah.
So it was like before we were born. That's how long Louis was doing comedy. It's crazy, but
it is crazy.
But then, like the guy that day set him up in front of a comedy club booker, and then 40 years later or whatever, we put him in this movie. Repaid the favor 40 years later.
On top of all of the things we're saying, obviously there's a certain stink in the air about the director and things that he has done, and he has a huge following, and everybody there, a lot of people there were there because they're still fans of him and stuff. But Joe had the best line of the night.
I agree.
It was so good.
I agree.
When Bobby Kelly was kissing Louis' ass, it was funny. He was like, "I've never seen, you're such a good actor. I've never seen you disappear like that before."
In a role, he meant.
In a role. And Joe goes, "Louis disappeared before." Amazing.
And then that started a whole convo. The guy with the microphone that we're talking about. Well, we might as well say his name, Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
Because
what did he say?
He said, "Yeah, I'm well, I'm
I don't remember anything after that."
No, he said something about starring in a movie with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember that.
It started this whole like riff
God.
You didn't remember that? Oh man.
I was laughing so hard at what Joe said. I missed all the tags.
Yeah.
Because it was a perfect diss. It was so funny.
It was so funny. And the crowd died laughing. And one more thing about the movie, it was just super surreal because I never knew anyone in a movie before. Like, I've known people in TV shows and stuff, but that's like a small screen, and I kind of just skip it to where they are and then move on with my life.
Yeah.
This is like a movie premiere, and the whole movie is Joe's wife Sarah, who is his wife in the movie, and then it's filmed at their apartment that we're over all the time in your building.
Yeah.
In your building. It was so building, freaky.
There's a scene in a dentist's office that is the basement of our building. It's and
the dentist is Alan Havey, who I'm obsessed with.
And you can tell that the park scenes were in Astoria Park. And
it was right where the train is.
Yeah, where the bridge is. It was pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Bobby Kelly, Gary Veter for a split second.
Oh, right.
He's the guy in the beginning with the car. You don't see his face, but he's the guy that Joe thinks he ran over.
Oh, yeah. That scene got a huge laugh in the theater.
I mean, all the jokes hit super hard.
Sometimes they hit too hard and we missed.
You didn't hear the tags.
We didn't hear the tags or like a crucial piece of dialogue.
Yeah.
It was super cool to watch people laugh like that.
It was really, really fun.
Yeah. Even I was like, and it was sometimes like parts I thought were funny, but no one else was laughing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of those. So good thing I wasn't in the test audience.
Oh, man. Let's I want to know about this was your first DC weekend in a while, right?
Oh, we got to talk about the after party. One more thing.
Oh, yeah, you have another thing. That's right. Go.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Matt Wayne gets up and he's like,
Oh,
you going to the after party? And you told me about the after party. I'm like, yeah, but you were my only connect.
Oh, yeah, I can see where you think that, but you were obviously invited.
Yeah, but then he's like, I got the invite from him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going. He's like, well, you want to head over with me? And I'm like, yeah, I was gonna head over with Steve. Let's try to find him. And we go
Yeah.
outside. We go outside. We see you. You're talking to some people,
I see you and I go, perfect.
and I point at you.
I think, yeah, and I say hello and I'm like, all right, I'm going right over there. And then you're gone.
Matt Wayne is like, all right, let's go over. And I'm like, oh, Steve's over there. He's like, okay. 5 seconds later, all right, let's go over. And I'm like, all right.
Which, by the way, I didn't see him once at the after party.
No, we sat down at a table. We were the first ones there.
Yeah.
We were first ones there. We got sat at a table, and then he gets up and he disappears. I think he went home. I'm there. He was my in. He's gone.
And then he was out, in and out.
He's in and out. And I'm just sitting there. Luckily, Isabel came over with like a friend she had, and
yeah,
and then some other, and then like it's like kind of like early. We're like kind of the first people there. It was before Matt Wayne got up and left. He's sitting there, and then Isabel comes over, and then right away the director comes over.
Yes,
and I'm like, oh my god, you probably don't remember me. He's like, I remember you, and I'm like, movie was good. And then this guy at the table is going, hey, I noticed Joe was a piano player. I play piano, and he's just like, all right. And he hijacks the whole convo. He just talks to this guy about piano, and then Louis just leaves. It was so funny.
I was watching, so I went to go get a drink with Peter, which ended up taking 5 hours.
It took so long. Oh yeah, you came over and said hi. Yeah,
I came over and said hi, and I was like, this is great. This is where I'm going to be the entire night. I'm going to grab one drink, show face, support Joe, but I was going to hang out with you and Sandy and have a good time just over in the side wall. I was like, this is perfect. And it took forever to get a drink. I got cut by the director's assistant. I got cut by so many people.
Yeah.
And but during Louis being over there by you, I was watching you just stand there and wait. I just saw you standing there frozen. I was like, why isn't he talking? And then I now know that guy was
just talking at him. Like not even about the movie, really, just about his own piano.
Oh God. Rough.
And then I finally got to say what I said, which was like, well, at the Joe viewing, he said that the mom character wasn't mean enough, and I'm like, I think the mom character is pretty mean. He goes, no. Louis said no.
Well, you guys settled that.
So, but he was, but he ordered food for everybody, which is nice.
That was very nice.
And then, and then when Joe came in, it became like a party. Like when Joe walked in with Sarah and everybody else, it became like their wedding or something. Like,
well, that's what we were all, at least the people we know and us. That's why we were there. No, I think there's the groups that were there because they want to see anything that Louis makes, and then there was all the people that love Joe.
Yeah, man,
and that was clearly the majority of that party.
And he got the party going. He walked in.
Yeah.
I feel like the place kicked up, and he was right sitting in the middle. Like it was literally like an Italian like mob wedding where he's at the table with Sarah.
It was like the Last Supper.
Yeah, and everyone's coming around paying their respects to Joe. And
it was pretty great. It was so fun. He seemed very excited, and then he left sort of early into the party, and I had to leave early the next morning. So I was like, this is perfect. And then I left around the time that the man of the hour left. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think as soon as he left, everyone left.
Yeah.
He brought the life into the room and took it out.
Took it out. And of course, Matt left the earliest.
I literally don't know what happened to him. Don't know what happened to him.
The night was waning on him. He
the,
waxed.
the moon. The moon waxed and waned. So did he.
Oh man, he had to catch the Wayne Twain.
The Wayne Twain.
Oh man. Wow. Yeah, and there were some people. Oh, this is what drove me nuts. So I think Sandy's the greatest, and I wanted to hang and talk to you two, and I kept getting pushed out of the circle.
By whom?
By, I think, the piano man.
I think so too. He was on a rampage.
The piano man literally pushed me out.
I know. I saw it happen, and then like Chuck from Tuesdays, like the producer.
Yes.
I really wanted to talk to him.
Same.
But the piano man was causing a chain reaction of people getting pushed out of the circle.
He kept sliding his bench in the way.
Yeah. He's cracking his knuckles and playing chopsticks, and he pushed poor Chuck like in. You were kind of still in. Chuck was like knocked away out.
Chuck got sent out of orbit.
Chuck got chucked out of the thing.
Chuck was flung.
And I was having like a great convo with Chuck. And
I know.
He got pushed out. So I
chucked.
I just chucked. And so I turned and talked to Joe and whoever else is in the circle. And I turned around and Chuck had been standing there the whole time. He didn't move. He just stood. He got kicked out of the circle and just stood exactly behind me where I couldn't see him.
Piano man pushed me out like 3 times. I'm like talking to Sandy, and then I get pushed out, and I look at Sandy. I'm like, did that just happen? She was like, I totally saw that. And then,
he's been doing it all night.
He was doing it all night. He was doing the cha-cha slide right into the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was so I felt so bad for Chuck, and I still thought about it like a couple days later. I'm like, oh my God, he was so out of the circle. I didn't even realize. I
don't have any sympathy for the guy.
No.
Oh man.
he got a nose art from me.
Oh wow, that was grand. Anyway,
that was grand piano. He probably lives on Steinway Street.
Yeah. Wow, that was key. All right, so
oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
All right, that was the best thing ever that's ever happened. Man.
So I'm like that was such a great party. Literally, I think my date got COVID from it.
Oh
she had symptoms on Sunday. So I don't know if it was the Louis thing or something else, but
man.
Yeah, but we all had it. I mean, we've all had it. She never got the second.
Oh,
she never had it.
Well, yeah. Then
she's probably surrounded by rabid piano freak. Maybe give it to her. Probably for all these comics who are carrying literally every strain of COVID.
Oh yeah, we're we're like pack mules. We got
we got it all.
Yeah,
she had no idea what she was walking into. She's like, no immunity to the stuff we have. We're like,
she's like walking on the pirate island.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah. So she got her bad. So she still has
she
it.
Okay?
She's okay. Yeah. But pretty bad. Like, it's long or whatever.
Right. Oh, she's got the long kind.
The long kind, or like
she took the long strain home.
The long Wayne.
Take the long strain home. Oh man.
Oh man. So that was the only bad thing, is the COVID, which I think was from there, and she thinks that too, because of the community of frothy mouthed freaks.
What about anything that we talked about was disgusting? I don't understand.
What?
Who at that party would be disgusting? I don't know
Oh.
why.
Ranan?
You're not supposed to give answers.
He wasn't there though.
I know it was rhetorical.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Man.
So it was super fun. Okay, so let's talk about our hometown shows now.
All right.
Unless you have anything else about the party.
No, Piano Man's my big takeaway.
Yeah, he got me too. He
also like it was like just the place was full. It was standing room only, and I'm waiting at the bar to get a drink, which at this point I don't even want, but I'm like, I'm already in this waiting game. And the woman sitting at the bar in front of me keeps looking back at me like she's annoyed that I'm waiting behind her.
mm-hmm.
And she keeps moving her purse like I'm gonna rob her, but stay standing there.
Oh,
And
okay.
it just kept.
She's sitting at the bar. Or she's waiting.
She's sitting at the bar.
Okay.
And she keeps like doing the over shoulder look at me, and
maybe
like,
she's flirting.
Well, she's horrible at it. But I was like, what do you want from me? I'm waiting for you can't even wait. You can't even wait at a bar. This is why I don't have the patience for a single life.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because, or just like young life too, because when I was in my 20s, that's all I would do is go to bars like that were packed. You couldn't get a drink, but everyone is just there and thinks that they're having fun.
Yeah, you're just floating like a buoy.
Yeah, and the music's blasting, and like the music was blasting at that place. You couldn't get a drink. Everything was super expensive if you wanted one.
Yeah,
and we ordered seltzers, and she went around the table. Everyone ordered a seltzer at our table, and I'm like, oh god, we're never gonna get these.
She already hates you guys.
We're never gonna get these. And sure enough, she never brought them.
She was like, Matt Wayne.
Yeah, maybe he drank them all.
They left together. Oh
man.
So you did DC, your hometown. How was it?
Yeah, I got a lot to talk about with it. So I'll do one thing and I'll go back to you.
Sure.
It was cool for a few reasons. First, people I know are like I post about it. People I went to high school with and college are like, whoa. Maybe it's like 10% of those people actually came,
right.
Like 90% said they were coming, but I thought that was cool. The local people coming out. I opened with the first, we had Thursday through Saturday. Thursday, I'm like, I in my head, I'm like, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll say I'm from the area. So I go on stage and I go, hey, everybody, thanks. I'm actually from here. I'm from Alexandria. And one person and a couple people go, woo. And I go, oh, yeah. And I go, and I just name the mall that was by my house. I go, Landmark Mall. And they go, yeah. And everyone starts laughing. And then I go, Duke Street, because that's the big street through the city. Everyone goes nuts. And then I'm like, maybe I'll just do this my whole set. And Van Dorn. And that's another street and a subway stop. Place goes crazy. And then I'm like, cool. And then I just do my set. And then if a joke's like not doing that well, I'll go Van Dorn and bring him back.
You're pulling out a roadmap.
Yeah, right. I have to pull up my phone and go to Waze.
Main Street.
Yeah. So then next show, I'm like, that was great. I'm going to do that again. Bombs. Bomb. No one cares. No one cares about these street names and or where I'm from.
Why is this guy just giving us directions?
And my friend from college went and he's like, Yeah, your Alexandria is just like an old people town. Like it's pretty lame. And I'm like, what? He's like, it's not cool to reference it.
No wonder the early show loved it. That's when all the old people come.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man. But that first time I did the whole string of every street. It was awesome. And then
You
after
should do a side by side of that. Show you saying it and it killing, and show you saying it and bombing.
And it bombed so bad. It was so confusing. I dug in and just kept naming things, and it just bombed. And I said, "All right, everybody, that's how I like to start my sets. Complete silence."
Oh God.
And then the first show, I'm selling shirts. They all come out of the room. Van Dorn. They're like buying a ton. I sold the most shirts I've ever sold in my life.
You should have Van Dorn shirts.
I should for this one show.
Yeah.
For this one show at one time.
Oh man.
So go. I'll kick it back to you for your hometown show. For your hometown show. I don't want to.
Thank you, Andrew. We're back here
with the local news.
We're back here at my side of the story. Well, I did Syracuse Funny Bone. I headlined my home club, and leading up to it, the manager. Here's where I'm learning. I don't have any representation for people that don't know what that means. I don't have a manager. All the contact is through me when I do shows. And I now know why people like having managers, because those are the people that would get updates on how sales are going.
Okay.
And when you don't have that, you as the headliner are getting communications on how sales are going.
Oh, okay. From the club directly.
Yes. So, and this is, everything was professional, so it's not anything like that. But it was July 4th weekend. It was right after the movie. So it was July 2nd July 1st and 2nd. And they were like, hey, it's looking light. If there's anything you can do.
How far in advance are they saying that?
They said it to me the week of.
Well, your dad helped out.
So we'll get to that.
Oh, you're getting to that? Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get to that in a second. Don't spoil it.
All right, I'm glad. I had that written down.
I had been on TV promoting it, like the local TV station. I was on there, and I was on local radio promoting it, and people told me where they were coming. So I was like depressed leading up to it. Like, man,
July 4th, people typically go to the beach,
right?
And
true,
or a lake or something.
But I was like, oh my God, I can't even get people in my hometown. I'm the worst. And then I get there the first night, and manager's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey. And I'm like, I can barely look at him. He's like, so we got like 100 people.
Whoa.
I was like, why didn't we lead with that? Why, like 100's great. What? And in my head, I'm like yelling all this. And I'm like, oh, great. And then we do the show, and it was killer show.
How did it look with 100? Did it look light, or did it look?
No, it didn't look light at all.
So what are they saying? They just freaking you out for no reason?
I think so.
I guess they filled. How many does it hold? 250?
I think 3.
Okay.
Which I understand. It's not great numbers, but it was pretty good for the holiday weekend and
a Friday, right?
And a Friday. And so I do the show, and now I had done a lot of posting, promoting it, and my dad was sharing a lot of stuff, and he shared a post of mine, and somehow
poster of yours.
Yes.
Wasn't the poster?
It was the poster. He somehow had it upside down and inverted.
Yeah.
So it was mirrored and upside down.
So he was advertising to the monsters in Stranger Things. Maybe they follow him.
Yeah, there was a ton of demogorgons, and my that's them laughing.
They eat the host of the show.
I gotta tell you, I mind flared that audience, and it's one of the monsters. And
Season 2.
anyways, so that post was seen by so many people that my dad did, and I got so many messages from friends being like, "Did you see this?" It was talked about so much that I was like, And I went up to the sound guy. I was like, "Is there any way you can put this on the screen?"
Oh,
And when I go up, and I'll just riff on it. And they're like, "Yeah, sure." So I go up and I do a couple minutes, and I go, "By the way, I know you're all here because my parents shared my posts," and he gets a laugh, and the screen comes down behind me as I'm talking.
wow.
And I go, "But I want to show you one post in particular." And then the screen lights up and it shows that, and the place goes nuts.
That's great.
And I go, "This is upside down and inverted." I go, have you guys ever met someone so supportive they break the space-time continuum? And and I'm doing all these riffs, and then the screen goes back up. It was pretty fun.
That I hope you got that on video.
I do have it on video.
And I hope was that your closer or
Opener?
That was the opener.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Bold opening.
Well,
it's no Van Doren, but
I should have been like Everson Street. Ah!
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Dinosaur Barbecue.
Yeah! Syracuse Mall.
Destiny USA. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Erie Boulevard. All right.
That's so great.
But yeah, and I don't remember anything else from that stood out. But yeah, the shows were great. So I was freaking out for no reason. It was a lot of fun.
Were you still able to have 2 on Saturday?
No.
Okay.
But
was it one good one?
It was Saturday? It was one really good one.
That's what they did with me and Emma at Albany.
Oh, thank God you said that.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Albany this weekend, everybody. Please come.
Pretty sure it was, yeah, they combined them.
But really fun. And and then I have one other thing, and then I'm out of stories. But
you gotta get back to me.
Yeah, and then back to you at the desk. But I just came back from Comics Roadhouse with Caitlin. Jenny Marie came out. Huge shout out to Jenny Marie. She's awesome. She best laugh, carried
awesome.
the early show.
Didn't she come before too?
She came and saw me at Comics before with her mom, but I don't remember what show. But this was her first time seeing Caitlin, to my knowledge.
Oh, cool.
But and she gave us an engagement present, which was very nice.
Oh wow.
And
nice, Jenny Marie.
Yeah. But so casinos, major landing point for older people, and tons of scooters all over the casino. I think
every time, yeah. No matter what the casino is, Atlantic City, Vegas, or even Connecticut.
Scooters everywhere.
It was people, oxygen tanks. Like the least, like COVID. I'm surprised spared these people.
It's crazy, but so we get out. We get into the hallway to go into the elevator, and there's 2 older people in scooters coming towards us, and they go, "Where's the elevator?" And I go, "Oh, this way, follow us." We let them in, and they take up the whole elevator, so we had to wait for the next one
because they had those machines.
Yeah, and we were like, "You guys go ahead." And so as a scooters pretty much every trip, So I go take an elevator up after getting coffee in the morning, and as if it was like a Mel Brooks musical number, every elevator opened and a scooter came out of each elevator in sync. But then one stop, two of them stop, and I see a woman yelling at this older guy in a scooter, and she goes, "We got to go back up. He forgot his teeth upstairs."
Oh my God.
And then he was like this.
Oh God. Gross.
Yep.
He could have had a smoothie.
Yeah.
Ice
Oh
cream.
man. Anyways, back
Fruit.
to you. Back to you.
So, did you stay with your parents while you were in Syracuse?
I had a hotel, but I went over there and saw them every day.
And you slept in the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. They gave me a hotel too, and I just stayed at my parents'. It felt like I kind of went there before every show to like move some things around.
I've done that move. This time I didn't because Peter was with me, but usually if it's just me, I stay over at my parents' house.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Peter was there, but Peter could have. Oh, but he. Okay. I got you what you're saying. You couldn't stay over at your mom's or whatever.
Well, he had a hotel room, and I brought him out. It was his first time in Syracuse, so it was kind of like showing him around.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we went over. We saw my parents for most of each day.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Thursday and Friday do well in DC, and I think I'm like connecting with them. I don't know if it's the road experience or what, but I'm having the best sets of my life.
Yeah.
With or without the Van Dorn references,
Right.
These sets are electric, and the
album.
The DC Comedy Loft sits people in the front, just like boom, boom, like making fun of everybody, and I'm getting all the local stuff. So I'm like, "Where are you guys from?" "We're from St. Willis Island." I'm like, "Oh, you guys are rednecks," I have these tools that I never had before to like,
right.
Make fun of these people. You guys are from Virginia Beach. Oh, that was where I saw my first face tattoo. It's a trashy place, destroying everything. It's so awesome. And then what was I saying? But then afterwards, it's I never had like the throng of people waiting to talk to me. They're like, "Man, you're from here? Whoa!" Yeah. That's the whole convo. I'm like, yeah. And so my parents are excited to come. They want to come to both shows on Saturday, and like it's 10 minutes of showtime. Our green room is it's like a hotel / comedy club / bar. So our green room is a hotel room that looks
wow.
Yeah, it's 2 beds, and like everything there makes weird sounds, and yeah, it's a bedroom. And then it's like me and Emma and her girlfriend and the host all sitting on beds looking at each other. And we have our camera equipment on the bed like it's guns.
Oh God. Looks like a lot of movies.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It looks like a taxi driver when he's buying the guns from that guy.
Yeah.
Like the guns are on the camera equipment's spread out everywhere. We got tripods and stuff. Silencers. Yeah, they look like silencers. So the doorman who I've like joked around with, he opens the door and he goes, "Andrew?" I go, "Yeah." We're all sitting on the beds. He goes, "The police are here to talk to you." And I go, my like sweat starts coming through my face, and Emma jumps up and goes, "I'll talk to him with you." And I go, "I don't think I did anything wrong. All I've been doing is comedy and going home." What? And then I walk out. My dad's there. I don't know if my dad made the joke or the bouncer or my mom, because she was there too. But
were they laughing when you came out?
No, they were just looking at me.
So he definitely.
It was the bouncer or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it was such a straight face. And Emma was like, she was ready to fight the police. I don't know what was her plan, but
man.
Well, it looked like a weird situation. If the police were there and they walked in and saw all these tripods that look like machine guns and stuff.
Yeah, they would have some questions. And while you're all sitting on the bed with camera equipment.
But it was pretty cool. So by the time Saturday came, I had the rapport with the employees and stuff where I'm like, this guy I know from college is coming in, and he goes, "Hey, Siobhan," and the bouncer goes, "Oh, you know him?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Okay, you guys don't have to pay. Come on in." He like literally gave their money back, and I'm like,
whoa,
it's pretty cool to have that power or whatever. And the guy thought I was like a celebrity. He's like, "Dude, they gave me my money back." I'm like, "Yeah,
well, you know me.
You know me, buddy."
Anyways, can you give me some more street names?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I check your Google Maps? What street do you guys live on?
Yeah, what street do you guys live on? What street did you take to get here?
Yeah. So then my older brother Chad, his wife came, my sister came.
Nice.
It's the first time they all saw me at once.
Wow.
I think it was the first time my brother and his wife and my sister see me do comedy.
Wow.
But
what did Chad think?
He thought it was great.
That's great.
They stayed for the second show.
Wow.
And I was like, "You can just watch me and then leave for Emma." And they were like, "No." They stayed for Emma's set too.
Oh my god!
They saw 4 hours of comedy.
That's so much comedy.
I know. And then the host was so dirty for the first show.
Yeah.
But then like he did a different 10 minutes and he did good for the second show. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I switched it up for your parents." I'm like, and everyone's like treated my parents like they're the kings of the show. They have their own VIP section. The bouncer hooked them up.
That was happening at Syracuse. At Syracuse. They had the front center table, not the like front row, but they're in the main center. I'm like, I don't need to see them right there. Yeah, you can. They don't need that.
Yeah. They had like a reserved stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
My parents went to go sit with my cousin once they saw my cousin surprised us. So there was during the Saturday show, the center table was completely empty, and I was riffing on it, and my dad goes, "Yeah, that was ours, but we moved." Yeah,
they made a void in the showroom.
Yeah, it was funny. We have a lot of topics here.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get going on them right here. The first one I got right here is from Gemma.
Okay.
Spending any time with my grandmother is making me anxious.
Gemma. Let me see. I saw that too, and I had something to say. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it can be I know what you mean, Gemma.
Oh yeah, we do have so many topics.
Yeah.
It might be Gemma.
No way.
Gemma?
You
Is
think
it Gemma
that's...
or Gemma? Because you spelled gum, pronounced gum, Gum.
What?
You ever hear that name? Gemma?
Gemma. I've never heard of Gemma.
Oh, so you've heard it pronounced.
I mean, I'm just using what I would assume it would be pronounced Gemma. I don't know. I've never heard the word Gemma in my life.
Well, I heard gummo. Gummy. But I guess you make sense, Gem.
I mean, I'm also the one that said Chiquita or whatever.
Yeah. Taquito.
No, not taquito.
Oh, Rebecca.
Rebecca. Sorry, Rebecca. But man.
Well, how do you pronounce write in if you know how to pronounce this name? I never seen it.
I mean, it's gotta be Gemma.
Yeah, I guess that sounds like a name. Gemma doesn't. Yeah.
No, it does. It sounds like a Star Wars planet.
I am Gemma. Gemma.
Oh
So
man.
spending time with my grandmother. I don't know what nationality you are because your last name says Tar. Whatever. That sounds like a alien planet too. Gemma Tar.
It could be Terror.
Me Tar. Gemma Tar. I am from Gemma Tar 9.
Gemma Tar 9. Oh man.
Or it could be like a play on words, guitar. Gemma Tar. Maybe not.
Oh man. That reminds me of whose line is it anyway? When he tries to do forced transition, he goes, one time I saw the strong man at the circus bend a car. Wait, bend a car? Pat Benatar.
I bet it was Ryan Stiles.
It was Colin making fun of Ryan.
Oh man, such a good show.
Yeah. Anyways, we're definitely loopy. So let's
for the grandmother. It depends on nationality. I feel like Eastern European, Southern Mediterranean, African, Middle Eastern. The grandma's like feed you, you know?
Yeah. And Italian.
Yeah. The whole
you said
Italian,
European,
Greek.
Yeah. I think I mean, when the older relatives, they love their grandchildren and their great grandchildren because it's like youth. You're around youth, so they're very excited to be around it, and you're doing stuff, you know. So they're probably proud of you and like being around you, and it's more exciting.
It's probably nostalgic for them too, because they probably look like their parents who were the grandparents,
right?
Sons or daughters, you know, grandparents' children. So like, I remember these days.
Yeah. So but I know what you mean. It's probably stressful, and you have to keep it to yourself in order to be polite. But
my grandmother, I don't think we ever had a conversation. It was just food. Well, she was Italian, so it'd be like, you know, hey, welcome.
Here's
How's
some more.
school? School's good. Did you get some ravioli? No. All right. There you go. You wouldn't even ask me if I'm hungry.
No, that was never a question.
Yeah.
Let's see here. JBT Bell. It could be Beal.
Yeah, right in.
Yeah.
Or it could be Jeb.
Jibut. Meeting someone new and wanting to make a great first impression. That's a big one. I know the feeling. You know, you want to be your coolest self, but then it's just obvious you're trying, and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's easy to, the easiest words are to say be yourself. It's the hardest thing to actually be yourself, you know, like,
yeah, you don't want to be yourself because that's not, being yourself is never cool, never considered cool,
and it's never comfortable. That's why, you know, when you start comedy, you try to have a different voice. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. So it's easier to not be yourself. And I don't know, I'm joking. That's why puppet acts do so well.
Yeah, that's bring that to your first impression. Bring a puppet, you know?
Yeah, take the heat off of you. It is easier if you have a pet. And yeah, you know, hey, look at this.
Oh, trust me. Yeah.
You got two of them. Yeah.
They don't even know you're there. It's pretty great. My cats are like smoke bombs. You just drop them on the ground and run.
Yeah, but you know, it's the thing about being friends is got to be easy. So if it's weird with this meeting a new person, unless it's more than a friend, I don't know. But if it's difficult, then you weren't meant to be anyway. So
yes,
just keep that in mind. Unless it's like a job or something. I don't know what.
Being yourself is a great way to find out who's worth your time.
Yeah, and who you have chemistry with.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Lauren Metallo on Twitter.
Yeah, I went to high school with her.
You went to high school with her?
Yeah.
Did she come to the shows?
Nope.
Yeah, neither of my high school people.
Yeah.
She wrote Summer Bugs, which is so true.
My parents' backyard, there was so many mosquitoes at one point. We ended our plans.
Yeah. I've done that too. I've had mosquitoes. I've had biting flies too.
Biting flies?
Yeah, they come out like a couple weeks during summer, and when they do, I literally have to pull up to the house. The flies will already be around the window, and I'll have to open the door. And my dad's like, "Go!" it's like an action movie. Come on! Oh, I'm literally running for my life from these flies.
I would pay your parents $100 for video footage of this.
And then when the flies are out, we're all in. We can't leave the house. The flies hold us hostage.
It's like a blizzard.
Have you ever had a bit by a biting fly?
No.
It hurt. It's so painful. I don't know what they do. It feels like a staple gun.
I'm gonna make an assumption here. You are prone to getting bit.
Oh yeah. And on the drive up from DC, I saw this huge mosquito on the steering wheel, and I smashed it. It was covered with blood, and I look at my arm. I'm all bit up. The thing was feasting on me from Maryland to Delaware. It was so bloody. God.
He ate you. He was eating you across state lines.
Yeah, he was just bored, or that was his
crossing borders.
Cross borders. He was eating. Yeah, it was.
He had a stowaway.
Yeah, how was his dining car? Yeah, so that's how prone I am. They followed me into the car.
Man, wow.
It was such a horrible revelation or realization.
Yeah, he picked your car's lock with his nose.
Yeah. Right. He chased it like T1000. You know who that is?
Yes.
Okay. He put his stinger
into the
yeah. They put his wing and
he was
up,
being dragged behind the car.
Yeah. Oh man. We can do like a machine gun of all the funny ones. Oh, Danny M said possibility of having another lockdown. I don't know where Danny M lives. I hope it's not New York. But he has Chinese symbols. Oh, he lives in Beijing.
Oh no. Danny M, stay safe. That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, you got to do comedy. You'll get all the variants.
Yeah. Go to the movie premieres.
Yeah. Okay. We got Mikhail wrote, should I list the physical health problems? My mental health that's affected by it. The fact that the only first world country that doesn't have universal health care. As Jay-Z says, I got 99 problems. Oh my God. This guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to help you, man. You got too many.
Well, hopefully you're going to some sort of therapy or some sort of anxiety release valve is in your life. But we don't pretend to be professionals, so I can't give you any medical advice, but I hope you're doing all right. Radical acceptance is always helpful. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which we learned recently.
Yeah. Who do we learn? We learned that from somebody, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, Sam Evans.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And best of luck to you.
Yeah. Just don't let it overwhelm you. I know you have physical health problems, but I don't know. Sometimes there's help for those that you can get, and
yeah,
I don't know. Don't. Okay, so we're rapid fire one. Amelia Perilia, who shout out to her. She hasn't written in a while. Said everything, which also somebody else said gestures at
everything.
David Willis had a funny one.
Yes,
Brian Regan's former tour manager, who we were buddies with.
You're not getting enough responses to your tweets.
Yeah, that has a couple
great.
likes.
Larry
Bird.
Sorry.
Larry Bird had deep one. Woke politics, recession fears. We'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
Joe Byers, former Patreon member, said food. I don't know
Yes.
why. That makes me happy, man.
Well, yeah,
And then Dirty Bloody Heart wrote, in the hospital because I got hunchback correction surgery and everything hurts. Hey, at least you got that hump out. I mean, you're making the right moves.
that's a load off your back.
That's a
Yeah.
lot off your back.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Did you get it on Wednesday? Hump day?
I'm sorry. And you know what? I will pay for that for whom the bell tolls. So I don't know if that made sense.
Notre Dame, you.
Well, I hope you're feeling okay. I don't know anything about hunchback correction surgery. I would assume that you're bedridden or in a brace or something. And I hope you're all right, getting some help, some families there or friends.
I don't know too much about the surgery either, but I have a hunch it'll help you.
Careful, she won't be back.
Oh,
you're gonna scare this gargoyle off. That was a stretch.
what's
anyway,
the gargoyle off? Oh, the
like
the
girl.
cathedral.
I was trying to do goyle like girl.
They're trying to work in a camel thing, but I don't know. They have humps. You could play that song, My Humps.
My humps. Oh, she can't. She probably actually, when she went to the doctor, it was probably most of the lyrics. She's like, so what are you gonna do with all that
these
junk?
humps, all this hump in my back.
Check it out.
Take it out. Take out my humps.
Take it out. Quickly, I want to tell you something I learned for our anxiety people about Joel's food topic.
Okay.
It takes 6 hours after a meal and after a drink for your heart rate to get back to oh man, like baseline basically. So that's what can cause some sleep issues. If you're that's where the eating too close to bed and drinking too close to bed cause some problems. And I found that out today because Caitlin has very bad sleeping problems, and she realizes she eats when she's out late at night.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff for anyone that has food problems or sleep problems, I learned that today.
And for me, like drinking is not equal. It wires me up. I'm like I had one beer on Friday. I couldn't fall asleep. Like
I remember that every time you and I have gone out and we don't get drunk, but anytime we've had like a drink or so, the next day you're like, I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this what your 30s is like? And it's just
it's not hungover. I'm tired.
I know. I always thought you were hungover.
Oh, you thought I was really affected?
I was like, man, he can't handle it. And it has nothing to do with that.
I think you have to, I guess, get super drunk to fall asleep. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Passing out.
Yeah. I guess so.
It's that window. You got to find that perfect spot. You got to
find that sweet spot. But I just say that because I couldn't sleep Friday. Yeah. When you can't sleep one night, it affects like the whole week.
Yeah.
And I noticed Thursday I was tired and I was kind of like cranky, it's hard to describe, but and then I slept really well. And then Friday I felt like a completely different person. I'm like not as on edge. And I felt it is weird when you just have that feeling like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That wasn't me yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, I was not myself. I had one too few hours of sleep.
But Joel, try to manage the eating like Steve said, and I think it's pretty good. And somebody else, we had one more topic. Dame Taft said the leads are weak. I don't know what that means. Are the leads?
No, I don't know what that means.
And then Commander Politics said gestures broadly at everything. But so thanks everybody for, I think we got them all.
Yeah, we did. Thank you everybody for the topics. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Thank
Right
you
into
so much.
panickattackingpodcast@gmail.com if you want to submit a topic in advance. Otherwise, subscribe to the Patreon and the YouTube, and let us know what you think about the Sean episode.
Thank you, everybody.
I'll see you later.
Oh, that's you.
Okay. Well, we can just do the intro quickly.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll see if we can do it. If we see if we can remember everything. Oh, you know what? Okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, wait. I'll stop it.